Oh my god, lemon shortbread bites? Wait, I want that, I want that, I want that. Ew! Just because I did not vote does not mean Donald Trump is not my president just as much as he's yours. They think he's sexist, racist, whatever. We all know this already. But the things that these people are doing, if anything, is actually the same in level of worseness. Do you get what I'm saying? Racism, burning the flag, that's pretty equal in my opinion, because this is our country. This is the United States of America, and that flag represents us and who we are.
I'm not on a mattress, I'm on a fucking couch! And even back then when you were bedridden, she was still getting up and going to the bathroom by herself. So
I wasn't...
There was never not a time where you could not move on your own. Is what
yeah, I'm not bedridden. 3 boxes. I only ordered 2 things, so I don't know what this is. Okay, so I ordered crab rangoon. I'm so confused why I got, and then I ordered some fried rice. This is what a fried Oreo looks like if anyone's been curious, because I have never heard of a fried Oreo in my life. What? Oh my gosh. And it comes with some like chocolate sauce and some white sauce. You excited, babe?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely different. See? So I've always lived in places where like Uber doesn't happen there, Uber Eats doesn't happen there, Postmates don't happen there, but I just realized, which is probably a good thing I just realized this, Uber Eats works here, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so cool. Like, I feel like I'm actually part of like true technology. So this is really weird. Just embrace it. I'll eat the outside. So that's step 1. All of the out bits are off. But then you have that part. So you just, and that's how I eat them. And then I throw this piece away. But for video purposes, I'm gonna eat it. But yeah, I usually only eat the skin. I got 2 cheeseburgers, but I'm gonna show you guys how I get them. The only thing I want is cheese and onion. So what I do is, don't come for me, okay? I take off one of the breads, throw it away. You don't like that? It's so good. How even just getting up to walk all the way to the fridge, I get out of breath. You shouldn't be eating food like this thing. I was gonna get McDonald's to film this video, but I was like, I'm good. I have food at home. I did just buy these though. I'm just gonna eat a couple of these. Now I do the part that everyone hates. But I'm clean. My hands are clean. Now they'll like stain for a little bit, but my god. Silky smooth promises. I'll take 2.
Don't spit. There, you don't know how to
I'm very lazy. Wait! I didn't fart. I literally don't fart. It's like the craziest thing. I don't know how. I can't fit on the toilet. Because I wanted to be married as a Muslim woman, officially. So I took my shahada. And when I did that, you fill out a form. And they ask you if you want to change your name, like, to a Muslim name. And I did. But I never, like, used it until now. But the name that I talked to Salah,
he really liked the name Miriam. And they said, you know, ask your husband what name he would like you to take. And if you like it as well, you can change your name. My soup leaked everywhere. What the heck? I'm trying to be a little quiet because Phoebe's barely getting, it's like 5 in the morning, 5, almost 6 in the morning right now. And I'm just like super hungry, and the hunger woke me up. I'm like, I need to eat something. So I thought I would just do a video for you guys because I'm eating my cheat day.
Don't worry.
We're gonna tip? Oh my god, okay.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Okay. Oh my god. Oh no.
Oh my god.
Just put your head at the top. I'm not gonna die, right?
Wow, nice fight.
Wow, okay, now I'm okay that I'm on it. But,
It was so funny, babe.
oh my god. I was screaming, I was screaming.
That's your first time to step on boat?
Well, like this one, kinda, yeah. At this weight, yes.
Okay.
When I was younger, I went on canoes and things, but...
Oh.
Let's see if Chantal can make it. Go ahead. 1, 2, 3. Wow.
4 is hard.
Take your time. 4, 5, and 6. Bravo. Good job. You made it. Do you want to say something, baby?
It's so hot.
It's only 35 Celsius.
I know this sounds bad, but that bite was like worth being fat for. Even just for a split second. Had made me say, I need to lose weight, but never do. Sometimes you get things stuck in crevices that, you know, thin people don't have. So, for example, one time I had a Cheeto stuck in my bra. It probably was there all day. I took my bra off, you know, to get busy with my boyfriend, and there was a Cheeto. So I hope he was hungry. One time I also had I felt like a little bit of a, you know, a pain, like a nagging pain down in my roll somewhere. And, you know, I was like, what is that? You know? So finally I went to discover what it was. I went searching, and there was a Pringles cap stuck somewhere in my roll. Probably was there for like 12 hours. You know, like I have a really big, large backside, big butt, and I cannot lie. Okay, so I have a problem with TP. I have to be really careful. TP tends to get stuck, and I don't know, my butt cheeks are just like really compressed together, I guess. I don't know what it is. It's happened where I don't notice, and I go to get intimate with a guy. It's happened many times where they find a little bit of a surprise, and I think they try to be, I remember I told you the story time about how it happened to me at the gynecologist. Well, yeah, I think like one guy just tried to be really nice about it and not say anything, and just kind of picked it out, and I felt him pick it out, and I was like, oh my god, this was the toilet paper. One time I got pulled over by a cop, and I was swerving on the highway. So this is dangerous, so don't ever do this. And don't snack and drive. Anyway, I was swerving, so I got pulled over, and you know, so the cop, you know, cop asked me to pull down my window and says, have you been drinking? And honestly, guys, I almost wish that it was booze related, because I think it would have been less embarrassing and shameful than having to admit that no, I was just reaching for a McDonald's snack wrap. There was a time where I had my friends over, and you know, I thought it would be a good idea to make them a vegetable platter, and I make this like really awesome dip. And the thing with that soup mix is that it makes me very gassy. I don't know what it is. If it's the onion, I don't know what it is. It makes me gassy. Well, it's like a double whammy of embarrassment, because we were sitting at the table playing a card game, and we were, you know, had snacked previously on the vegetables and dip. And all of a sudden, I didn't even have a warning. My kitchen chair broke beneath me, and I went flying down, and on the way down, I farted, like, really loud, and I did my pathetic non-scream, like, ah! Farted, and I smashed my head on my metallic, it's like a big metal garbage bin, and I didn't feel it. But there was a huge dent, and like a big dent. Like, I'm surprised I didn't have a concussion. Anyways, guys, that's another crazy TMI fat girl facts for. I think the guy had a crush on me at Burger King because he gave me 3 sauces, and usually they forget my sauce. I think that's like a little way of him saying, yeah, you're cute. 6 a.m. spaghetti. I know. 6 a.m. Remember my mac and cheese at 5 a.m.? There's just something about early morning meals I shouldn't be eating that excites me, so. Anyway, I'm gonna try not to wake up my husband. I'll be like, what are you eating spaghetti and meatballs at 6 in the morning for? Let's start with the parm. Come on, anti-caking agents. Get out of the way. There we go. Don't beat around the bush. So, honestly, the spaghetti is like, if I run errands with Salah, it's as a support. I just really just there for support. I don't have to deal with anything here. I love that. You know, there's someone else responsible here. And I like that. Yeah, like, if we go and run errands, I just, like, usually stay in the car with the AC, sipping my coffee or drink. Wait. Don't flies regurgitate on your food? Oh, well, whatever, I don't care. Fly vomit doesn't bug me. I'd rather give blowjobs for a living than like work at a cash register. Listen, I'm sorry, but I can't. I don't care about people. Like, I don't like when people complain about stupid things. I have trouble being nice.
Lovejoy is legitimately the only band that I cannot listen to without wishing I was in the band. Which is kind of strange, because I'd give anything to be in just about any band. But with most great bands that I love, I just want to be a fly on the wall during the writing process. I just want to, like, observe. I want to pick their brains. I just want to know how they do it. But every single time I hear a Lovejoy song, I feel like I need to roll up my sleeves and be in it. And I could just wax poetic for literal hours about why I feel that way. But I think the main thing is that every song feels like every person put in equal amount of effort. Like with a lot of bands or musicians, you can tell what they think is most important to a song. Like, you can totally tell when one person does a bulk of the writing, because usually things get thrown to the wayside. A song that's written by a guitarist is probably going to slack on lyrics and such. Songs written by a lyricist is probably going to let one of the instruments down. But with Lovejoy, you can tell that every single person is writing the parts they want to play, and they seem like they're all having equal amounts of fun with the actual songs, which I like. And I feel like the only part of every song that feels less important than everything else is, like, the vocal melodies. And absolutely zero hate to Will Gold. He's very good at what he does, and I love listening to him sing and talk and everything else. But every time I hear a Lovejoy song, I just want to, you know, I just want to sprinkle some good stuff in there. Because vocal melodies are my thing. I can't sing a song without changing it a little bit most of the time. Just gotta make it more interesting and fun to sing. Now, every time I hear a Lovejoy song, I just want to take it, run it through my brain, and then rinse it off like I'm developing film. Not to, like, seriously change anything, because again, it's all great music. Just to give it that little extra bit of sparkle that I feel like some of them are missing. And again, I cannot say this enough, I love their music. It's great as it is, it's wonderful. However, I just want to take it that little half step extra to make it perfect. And that's basically it for me, I think. This is honestly probably why it's so hard for me to find, like, an actual band to join. I don't want to write everyone else's part. I don't even want to write lyrics half the time. I just want to sing. Want to focus on my little melodies, my la-la-las, you know? So I guess shout out to Lovejoy for helping me narrow down what it is exactly I want in life, I guess. Hopefully one day I'll shake their hands or something. Who knows? Anyway, go stream I'll look good when I'm sober, I guess. Sometimes I feel like I'm just like a bedazzler of music. Like, yeah, I could make the whole thing from scratch and do it all, but instead I'd rather just take what's there and make it sparkle, you know? Bring out some potential. Lovejoy just brings out the bedazzler in me, I suppose. Yeah, well. Okay, love you, bye.
I've been told to stop gatekeeping my talent, so I'm gonna do that. Also, if I get the words wrong, blame Lovejoy. The song's not even out yet, it's already stuck in my head. I can't Google the lyrics. Tell them to correct me or something. Anyway.
I'm a weird little guy. I'm pretty sure we all know this by now. It's obvious. And basically what that means is that I am entirely incapable of doing just one thing. And when it comes to my painting, that is especially obvious. Also, it's 1 p.m. and it looks like it's fucking nighttime. But back to the point, I have 3 main painting styles, and someone told me they wanted me to explain them. So who am I to disappoint? One person. Now, my first style is more abstract, very much a splattering. And I don't know if you can see it, the lighting sucks. Tell the rain to and usually it's just an excuse to clean out my brain in between the larger projects, but it's also a really good excuse to use all the weird paints that I never get to use anytime else, like glow in the dark and shift and all the glittery ones. Plus, I get to get real creative and either cut up my canvases or just fucking glue them together. I mean, that's got beads on it. No one else does that. I'm weird and awesome. And my second main style is based on stained glass, which this one was the first one I did stained glass wise. It has followed me from every art market for the past, like, when did I make this? Like 3 years. Oh my god. And that at some point became like actually recreating stained glass. It's a canvas. I don't know how I do it, but I do it and I think it's awesome. Because doing stuff like that means I get to do stuff like this. How cool is that? This thing is 4 feet tall. I mean, I love what I do. I can't keep saying it. Then my third style, I do call it a little bit more realistic, but realism is never my goal. And no hate to realism, it takes a lot of work, it's just not my thing. But this style is usually where I do the most storytelling. Yes, that is just covered in glitter, and I love it. It's amazing. Based on The Village by Rabble. That's a great song. And these are the pieces that I usually have to clean my brain out afterwards because they take a lot of thought. The background is made out of the country's flags. The background alone took me 2 days. But it's also what made me realize I do have, like, a distinctive style that is unique to me, which I love. And also how I started painting people, because I said I was going to avoid painting people like the plague, and then I started actively avoiding a plague, and we all know how that goes. And that distinctive style just really reminds me just how much I love doing solo shows. I want to do more, because whether it's stuff like this, one more, or stuff like this. I did freehand that hand, I'm very proud of that one. I feel like you can just tell that it all came from the same person, which, as a multifaceted, multi-passionate, and multi-talented bitch, it makes me really happy. Cancel culture is bullshit. And I'm not talking about holding people accountable for their awful actions, because obviously we should be doing that. I'm talking about how many people are training their audiences to be internet attack dogs, which is not cool. And right now, it's really hard to be on the internet. Feels like every other day we're getting someone who's secretly a terrible person. But I'm starting to realize that a lot of people don't know the difference between fucking up and abusing people. And as someone who has been abused, kind of a lot, I'm gonna explain the difference. Because if you don't know the difference, there are a lot of people who will try to use you as a weapon against the people they don't like. And I don't know about you, but I don't like being used. For anything. So if you find yourself asking, is this person an abuser? Or did they just fuck up somehow? Here are some questions that you should always ask. The first question's a little gray, but it has to do with intention. Did they knowingly hurt you on purpose? And if you know for a fact that they did it on purpose, then yeah, that person sucks, they're an abuser. But if you can't be sure they knew they were hurting you, you have to ask yourself another question. This one's a two-parter. 1, did you tell them it hurt you? Because if you didn't, I'm sorry, you have to. You can't assume they know unless you tell them. But after you tell them, you have to ask, how did they respond to you telling them? Did they get angry? Did they blame you? Did they hurt you more? Did they try to shut you up somehow? Then yeah, unfortunately, probably an abuser. Or did they find out that they hurt you and apologize? Did they validate your feelings? Did they promise to change? Did they make genuine efforts to better themselves towards you and people around them? Because in that case, they're probably just someone who fucked up. And I'm not giving you this information because I think that someone specific deserves to be absolved of all crimes or something. I'm giving you this information because as someone who has been abused more times than I'd like to tell you about, I still believe that everyone deserves a chance to be forgiven. And with all the time and energy we spend hoping people in our lives will change, you cannot hope for that without allowing them to change when they realize they've fucked up. And if you want people to be better, you have to let them try to be. And unfortunately, the elephant in many of these discussions is that it's really easy to lie. And also, it's really easy for someone to vastly exaggerate when they're mad at someone. That's just humans at this point. So if someone you don't know on the internet is telling you something about someone else you don't know on the internet, please just take a step back, take a deep breath, ask yourself some questions. Because chances are, you don't have all the information. And it's okay to wait to form an opinion until you do have more information. I know no one tells you this very often, but making a snap judgment immediately is dangerous for a lot of people. So don't be an internet attack dog for people you don't know. Especially if you're a teenager. I promise you're gonna regret that later. Be kind to each other. Think critically.
I don't want to be in Texas anymore. It's too hot. It's all the wrong kind of football. I want to move to England right now. could have my shit packed by Tuesday. Actually, I was supposed to be there already. No, I got fucked over by a guy who was supposed to hire me, and that sucks. Is it 1 p.m.? Did I just wake up? Yeah. Did I realize I was in Texas? Yeah. I realized if I go outside, it'll feel like I'm breathing through a fog machine. Yeah. I'm tired of sweating. I want to go see the Brighton Seagulls play. I know they're not playing right now. I know it's the off season. I don't care. Get me out of Texas, dude. I don't want to be here anymore. I want to go to England. I'm fine. I'm normal. I'm totally normal about this. So incredibly normal. Stupid.
Fuck Stuart Semple. I have been so incredibly pissed off at the way this man fucked me for over a year, and I don't like being angry, and I want to leave all these shitty ass feelings in 2024, so if y'all want to be angry with me, let's be angry. I traveled 8,000 miles to spend a day in the Culture Hustle studio, completely fell in love with it while doing what was actually free labor now that I think about it, and then he starts looking for a new assistant, and I'm told to apply, so I do. And then when I don't get that job, honestly really glad I didn't, I'm not made to be someone else's assistant, so I ask him, point blank, hey, can I have a different job in the studio and I'll just move to England? I'll raise the funds myself. I've got to be out by this date. Could it happen? And he said yes. So what do? I put my career on hold, sell basically almost everything else I own, start turning down opportunities thinking I'm going to be in a different country when they happen, doing the work because I go all in or nothing. And what does he do? Fucking ghosts me. And after months of people who already work for him telling him he needs to talk to me, months where I was getting him opportunities with even bigger artists, because in my head we were friends. What the fuck? And while I'm being actively ghosted by this man, he posts on his Instagram story replying to someone asking for a job, telling them to apply. But you can't answer me! And eventually I get so fucking fed up and out of my mind that I have to go to his assistant and be like, hey, can you just fucking tell me if this is happening or not? And she was like, no, I'm so sorry. We hope you have a good life. And I'm like, fuck off, okay. His assistant was actually wonderful. I didn't mean that towards her. I'm very grateful. Because this grown man couldn't put his big boy pants on and tell me no, I wound up almost homeless and had to live with my mom and her husband who doesn't like me very much. Because I was supposed to be in England. 8,000 miles away. I didn't have another lease lined up. Now, here I am, over a year later, still pissed off and like one bad day away from homelessness again. Since I'm just letting myself be angry here, my work is better than his. I don't have other people making things behind the scenes that I can claim as my own. This piece is completely unfinished and you can already tell it's gonna be amazing. But definitely don't get me started on the pieces that are finished. I'm an amazing painter and I'm tired of pretending that I'm not. I completely free-handed this. Pun absolutely intended. And did I mention they're all 4 feet tall? And don't even get me started on my beaded jewelry. Name one person who is making stuff like this. You can't. I've tried. I've looked. Instead of being able to focus on and celebrate how fucking fantastic everything I make is, I get to lay awake at night and worry myself sick about the fact that I can't pay my bills because someone promised me something and didn't deliver. And the part of me that wants to be nice and give the benefit of the doubt is like, maybe part of that's on me for believing something was going to happen when they said it was going to happen, because they said it was going to happen and didn't tell me it wasn't going to happen. But then I realized how fucking ridiculous that is. So instead, I'm going to let myself be angry, because that's really fucking fucked up, and that's not even the tip of the goddamn iceberg. Because I still have friends who work for him. I still have friends who have worked for him. And they have similar fucking stories. If I'm going to be angry on their behalf, I need to be able to be angry on my behalf. So you know what? Fuck that guy. Fuck him. I'm tired. I'm angry, and I deserve better. And in 2025, I'm gonna fucking get it. Because I, Tyler Salona, am Tyler Catastrophe. And that's way fucking cooler, even without the alliteration. Anyway, feel free to go check out all the other cool things I make. There's a lot of them. I'm gonna go eat some grapes or some shit. Okay, love you, bye. There's literally 4 different kinds of paint on this thing. It's amazing. Today, the world tried to test me, and it fucking failed. I'm amazing. I'm the best. Never doubt me again. This bitch-ass broken beat ain't got shit on me, baby. No, it do not. 8 years. 8 years I have been on this grind, and you think you can have me? No, absolutely fucking not. You never doubt me, and you never fucking try it again. Anyway, link in bio. Okay, love you. So I painted this bird, dude, for an event in a couple weeks, because I didn't have anything in the size limits, and I showed it to my stepbrother, and I was like, yo, does this look like something that a wizard would have in his tower? And my stepbrother is a bitch. And so he said, maybe someone who was cosplaying as a wizard, and I have never been so insulted
in my life. Only the truest of wizards can have my art. Only the truest of wizards, okay? Only true of the wizards.
Family history is very large and complicated, which of course has a lot of downsides, but it does have the small upside of being related to a lot of dead famous people. Edgar Allan Poe, Robert the Bruce of Scotland, and apparently my uncle is currently mapping another family line. So now I know that I'm also 27 generations descended from King Edward I of England and Queen Margaret of France, apparently. And there's absolutely no useful thing to do with any of that information, but it's there, it exists. And also my great-great-grandmother was Canadian. Maybe I can somehow get a Canadian passport. That might be useful. You know what I want in a relationship? Because I do. I've thought about it a lot. I've been consistently single for years. And it's not for lack of people trying, it's just the people I want haven't been trying. And unfortunately, I'm not allowed to try. I make bad decisions when I try. But now, I'm gonna put it out there. Let the universe take it off my hands, alright? Then my hands are off the wheel. I don't drive, but I know what that means. I know I've said before that my type is tall, blonde, goofy musicians, and that is still very true. When it comes to the dynamic, like I want to be in a power couple, but I don't want to be the sole breadwinner, because I've done that. It's not fun for me. I want a man who I can create with. Music, art, opportunities, the list goes on. I am a maker of things who likes to share the making of the things. That's just me. Also, I want a man with ambition who actually acts on that ambition. I've been with too many guys who never act on their goals. It's not for me. Also, I want to be with a man who is successful on his own and also isn't threatened by the fact that I am successful and want to be successful. I am awesome and amazing, and he should understand that and be proud of that. You know what the most important thing is to me? I want to be romanced. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a princess when I grew up. I read too many books, watched too many rom-coms, listened to way too many love songs. I want to be somebody's muse. Is that too much to ask? I'm amazing. Surely it's easy to be inspired by me. I deserve to be courted. I deserve to go on nice dates. I deserve to be flaunted around like a princess because I am one. I've never been on a first date. What's up with that? I like effort. I like flowers. I like candles. I am not difficult to please in this department. Write me a love song. Write me some poetry. Draw me a picture, okay? I need to get back on track. Want to know what kind of love I want? I painted this. That one's technically based on a Fall Out Boy album, but still. I'd say I want to be somebody, but that is kind of true. But I'm also somebody on my own. I know who the fuck I am, okay? And I am so tired of being the sunlight that only attracts moths. I love moths, don't get me wrong, but I want to also be loved by a sunlight, okay? Meet me on my fucking level. Is this sad? Am I sad? No. No, it's just a little bit piney, and that's fine. Okay, love you. Listen. I don't typically do birthday stuff because I know that if one person wants it, a lot of people are going to want it, and I am inevitably going to disappoint someone. But you asked really nicely, and the chances of me being in Lovejoy are very low, but never zero. Plus, I did immediately get an idea that was just way too silly and stupid to not bring into the world. So at 2 a.m., waiting on a shuttle to the airport after Summerfest, I spent like 30 minutes writing the stupidest birthday song I've ever written. Also, coincidentally, probably the only happy birthday song I've ever written. Probably. So here's a birthday song. The tune of Taunts by Lovejoy. I'm here to tell you happy birthday. You know, because it is your birthday. So have a very happy birthday. Hope your life isn't short. I hope your day is all about you. So go do everything you want to do. Make some wishes if you want to. And have a better song. Remember back when you were born. On this day but several years before. I hope you know that people are glad you were. Whoa. I don't remember being born. But I don't know you, maybe you probably could. Either way, I'm really, really glad you were. Whoa. That's it. That's the song. So that's what 30 minutes at 2 a.m. gets you. Welcome to my brain. And happy birthday. Okay, love your bar. Also, this is why I write in cursive. I know it's flipped, but you probably couldn't read it either way. I've had a weird influx of people trying to insult me online recently, so here's a list of reasons that's not gonna work. I've been calling myself queer on Tumblr since 2011. I was SEMO in a small town Oklahoma high school. I'm literally transgender. I was once engaged to a Marine who drunk called me and almost called me someone else's name. Also, the day I met him, a drunk black woman called me Beyonce, and I still dated him, so that was on me. I don't speak to 98% of the people I'm related to. I got hit by a car at 50 miles an hour and didn't get a single dollar. I got negative dollars. It's also the reason I've been breathing manually for 5 years. So, I put beads on a string for a living in Texas. When people try to be mean to me, I laugh at them, and when people are nice to me, I cry. Ooh, and I was wrongfully medicated for 11 years. I didn't learn to think until I was like 23, and I'm 25, so
Had to learn quick. Also, I was supposed to move to England last year, and I got really excited, and I told people, and I crowdfunded, and I was super excited, and then they rescinded the job offer at the last minute, and, like, didn't tell me. So that was humiliating. And, like, genuinely, the list just goes on, and on, and on, and on. If you wanted to leave me anonymous hate mail or bully me online, just don't. You'll be wasting your time, and I'll be laughing at you. And I am so busy, I can't waste time laughing at strangers. Okay, love you, bye. So, fun fact about me, I'm disabled. Yay. But I'm also the funniest motherfucker on the block. So last year, my roommate's partner's family invited me over for Easter because I didn't really have anywhere else to go. And they're amazing. I adore them. But because of my chronic pain, I can't bend at the waist. Like, it feels like I'm being stabbed from the inside. And so Easter egg hunt was kind of out of the question. However, this year I had an idea. Oh my god. Like, that one definitely wouldn't be here in time, but I could go find one. I could go find one. I don't know if I have enough change to spare it, but I just might. I just might. Y'all, when I say I'm moving up in the world, I mean I'm moving fast. Because this week alone, I've gained almost 3,000 followers. I am so close to 10k. I got my jewelry into a physical store. And now I've just started setting up for a group art show. Pancakes and Booze Dallas. Find it on my Instagram. And I am so freaking excited and so freaking grateful for this upward motion. I am so glad to be moving again. Also, it's 6:30 as I'm recording this, but this event goes from 8 p.m. to midnight in Deep Ellum, Texas. So if you want to show up, you should go get your ticket. I'm in the yard behind Deep Ellum Arco, but if you go straight back, I'm a doorway. This cardinal is my good luck charm today. I've got the beautiful examples of my stained glass work. Very glossy, very beautiful. This one I created specifically for this event. It's got black 3.0 and white 2.0 because I love Culture Hustle. We know this. I love yellow. And originally I had only brought those three. I vastly underestimated this event. But luckily my roommates are literally the best, and they drove an hour to bring me 2 more pieces. This absolutely stunning one that I applied as my pride and joy. This one has a very special place. And technically the rule for this event was nothing bigger than 3 feet by 3 feet, so I was going to leave all the big ones at home. But I got the okay to bring a big one, and if this one sells, I'm moving to England, just straight up. So here's fucking hoping. I'm manifesting. High five. So if you live in Dallas and want something to do tonight, please show up. It's art, vendors, pancakes, and alcohol. Who doesn't love that? Just don't buy me a drink, because I am allergic to alcohol. Come say hi, okay.
Y'all, I am cackling right now because I went to my mailbox and I got this box of Smart Sweets that I ordered, which is like an excessive amount of Smart Sweets because I'm eating low inflammatory right now and they're a sweet treat I can have. And then also in my mail was a mailer from Smart Sweets. So basically, I have all the Smart Sweets. They all belong to me now.
This is how we do.
Today is the day 1 of trying to run a mile.
Freaking did it! I ran a mile!
I'm running a mile at sea. Lap 1. Lap 2. Freaking win. I hate this win. Lap 3. One more lap. Last lap. Meet you over there at the finish. Yeah! That's the hardest freaking mile I've ever run.
It's time for me to level up. As y'all know, I've been using a low dose of GLP-1 as part of my treatment plan. But recently, I decided to increase that dose. And now I'm focusing on fat loss.
I'm partnering with One Medical to make it happen. I specifically chose One Medical because of their 360 medical approach to treatment. This is not about getting smaller. This is about getting healthier. And I just want to get deeper in my squat. To do that, I want to make sure I have a provider I can work with, access to referrals to nutritionists and other providers as I need them, and a health-first approach to this journey.
I am still very serious about my training, and I don't want to lose any of this muscle. Consistency. Consistency. I think this might be a car crash out. It was bad. It was good, and it was bad. I did more than I've ever done on log. I push press, but when we got to stones, my arm, because all the swelling just gave out, and like, it's so frustrating when everything in you wants to be the best, wants to work the hardest, and your body just decides to not cooperate, and I have no control over it, and I feel helpless, and it's very frustrating. And it's not like a muscle injury or like something that can be rehabbed. It's like my arm feels like a balloon that's gonna pop because of the freaking fluid. I want to be successful, and when I can't do something, instead of being like my body's not cooperating, those thoughts creep in like I'm being lazy, I'm not trying hard enough, but simultaneously I hurt, and it's so frustrating. Not every day in the gym is a good day. Some days are like this and just make you feel like shit. I'm going home feeling terrible about myself, and I really shouldn't, because I had a really great log, but the fact that I couldn't pick up that stone, that my arm gave out, it's living in my head right now, and I don't know how I'm going to get past that. Today I will, but I'm just sad. So I'm going to drive home and probably cry and listen to sad music the whole way, and then when I get home, I'm going to stop letting myself be sad. I'm going to do something that makes me happy, and I'm going to move on, because this is just one day at the gym. This is not my whole story. This is just a blip. It's just a blip, and I need to move on. Look into my heart. This is also conveniently my eye. Sorry. I'm weird.
Damn, that sounds delicious. Making me hungry, and I'm literally eating. Sometimes it's crazy how like I'll like put my phone in my hand and I'll start typing, and the poem just flows out of me, and it just like comes together. But they don't tell you the price that you pay. I can't upgrade the memory card in the laptop. It's actually specifically fused to the hardware. I actually called when I first bought it, and I realized that I'd kind of been like misled by the listing. I called one computer repair place, and they ended up referring me to another once I gave them the information. When I talked to that place, they looked into it, and they were like, yeah, basically like the memory is fused to like the motherboard or some shit. I don't remember, but it's like actually like fused on, I guess, and it's non-upgradable. It has to be like an external drive. And then the last time I did that, guys, that happened like 6 months ago, and I still haven't gotten it fixed because I've been procrastinating. But my laptop, at this point, I probably had it long enough that I should defrag it or whatever that's called, and do some stuff to it. Yeah, it's annoying, Karma. Yeah, it's annoying, but yeah, I'm just grateful to have a laptop at all. Like it, you know. I was just thinking though, because I've always had an iPad and an iPhone, so I would take my iPad out with me to the pool area. So I don't know what I'm gonna do for music if I'm live streaming on like members only in the pool or something, or if I want to listen to music and like video chat my boyfriend. Like, I do have an old iPhone, I did mention. It's like old. What about a cloud subscription? That doesn't work though for things like if I want editing software, if I want to download files to the computer. Like, it is extremely inconvenient to use. I had a minor problem with a file, and it corrupted my entire D drive, which fucked my entire computer. Like, just fucked it, like, truly. And so I kind of just been using it for basic stuff since then. A cloud wouldn't resolve that problem at all. I need something with a better built-in memory, or it has a good amount of RAM. I made sure to get one with 32 gigs of RAM because I know how important RAM is, but yeah, Well, my boyfriend might build me a PC at some point, but I like the fact that I can use my laptop in bed to like watch shows. So I don't know. I would, if I had a PC, I would want an iPad for something to use like when I'm just chilling. But if I get a laptop, then it does both, right? So I can get a good enough laptop to do what I need to do. So, excuse me. Where's the lid for that, girl? Are you gonna use it? Yes, Mom. Oh, okay. I got it. I thought we were discontinuing it.
I'm gonna say this. You fucking lost. You lost. Nice try. Honestly, took a lot of effort. You talked to her for a month? You fucking freak. I'm gonna speak to that person for 2 seconds. You're a fucking freak.
Yeah, whoever that is, y'all, like...
Oh my god! Freak! You're a freak! Oh my god!
Oh my goodness.
Ha! Holy shit!
I just wanted to make a general public service announcement. My fucks are gone. They went bye-bye. They're not here anymore. I'm here for the victims that are being talked about in this documentary. As I've stated many times, I'm not a victim of Stefan. I have my own story. And trolls are gonna troll. And I'm just gonna do me, man. That's really where I'm at this point. Cause fuck it. You know? Ooh, my lips are crusty. Oh goodness. Oh my. Oh goodness. I'm gonna get a sugar scrub. Bye. I went live on TikTok with some of the Paradise people in the documentary that I've known for years now. And once GorlWorld caught wind, they were in the chat calling me a scammer because I canceled my members only live today, when in its place I have a pretty dope members only video coming out tomorrow. You should check it out if you're interested. Link right here. It'll be up in the morning. I'm going to schedule it for 10 a.m. And then there's going to be the last Texas vlog at 6 p.m. Everything's edited and ready to go. So to people calling me a scammer because you have to wait 24 more hours for content,